today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And some room to roam now. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's caught. Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop. All the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, They want a repeat of their first drive.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back to Walker on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 19 carries, 90 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bears are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Fields escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are off to a first quarter lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He was brought down by Joe Thomas. The big story all week, Texans coach Lovie Smith making his return to Chicago. Lovie, of course, the coach of the Bears from 2004 to 2012, and he was at the helm when the Bears won that NFC title in 2006. Wound up 81-63 during his tenure here in the Windy City. Then he would have that pit stop down in Tampa and then come back to the state of Illinois as the head coach of the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten before returning to the National Football League. Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 4 catches, 65 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. A first down throw for Mills. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Angelo Blackson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. To try again after the sack. Mills, complete. Smith. Yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pierce. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Mills now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Herb Smith Jr., an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that the 3rd-year wideout can form a lasting connection with 2nd-year quarterback Justin Fields. Looks like that connection is starting to pay off, this time for a 1st down.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no 1st-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that 1st-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. C.D. Lamb from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mills. And this one complete to Smith. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, here's Mills. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in Week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 16, Fields flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Sliding out of the pocket. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 50, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. That one goes for 8 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
from just shy of midfield. Mills. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Pierce gets this one running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw is Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Mills to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. To throw is Fields. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Working out of the gun, Mills. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Mills. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And some room to maneuver.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Fields now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Ken Walker.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Yeah, this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Mills from the gun on third down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hand off here to Walker.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. On 2nd and goal.
Fields
eluding the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run with Mostert.
And he's into the end
end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bears start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on second down. Mills. Another one caught by Collins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Mills on first down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Walker with another carry, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Bears, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Fields on first down, escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Chicago! CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Jones
has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Jones on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Kenny Galladay.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On the handoff, this is Walker.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bears and the Giants both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 16. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown Bears! CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have regained the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, Both these teams just trading haymakers.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Eddie Jackson picks it. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Ayuk, 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for he has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, Fields able to hit his target, Lamb. Finding room at midfield. Now he's into the clear again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Santos with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all kept.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4. The first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
He's got his man downfield. That's Galladay. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Back to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Gano the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Well, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. Going to bring up a third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. We get a peek at Sterling Shepard as the Giants get set for their upcoming series. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line, scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So his first sack of the game at CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now it's Fields. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Made his first. This now from 42 yards out.
Santos' kick is up and through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 39, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Jones on third down. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He finds Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
From the 35 on second down, Fields. He finds Mooney here on the comeback route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, it's Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Credit. To the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A run with Mostert up the middle, down to about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. To throw is Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now Throwing on 3rd and long. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Room here to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Jones. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. All eyes on Fields. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run again with Walker. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Steps away. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's week.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 21 carries, 88 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Fields on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
The Bears at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
To throw is Cousins. Fighting to stay upright. And he's 6-yard line. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football,
he's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 now. Fields buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 7, Cousins out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, it's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Fields throwing again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed incompletion.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. From the red zone now, Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Again, it's Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have cut the lead back down to 2. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Fields.
Flush to his right.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Hardman on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9.
Fields
flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 41, Fields. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Fields. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Cousins. This ball complete to Rager. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Cousins on first down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 20.
Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game after just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, second-team All-Pro, and then in his second year was second in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Touchdown! Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead. Cousins will try and throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chicago offense set to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On first down, Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. That's swung out to Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 37 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down. Here's Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And so an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Flushed out right.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's Walker. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Walker once more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from the rookie, Kenneth Walker. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Cousins now.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Cousins to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Fields on the move to his left. And Walker has it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle, here's Walker. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is a